Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Your girl can't even say welcome back because guys, it's been over 2 years. I know, but life has been lifing, like proper lifing, and I would love to say, oh yeah, then I had to take a break, but what break is your girl taking with 100 subscribers and like 2 videos on YouTube? But hey, life was lifing. YouTube had to chill, or it's chilled without me wanting it to chill, but anyways, it chilled nonetheless. But yes, hopefully I'm back, and I'm back for good with more consistency. Obviously, can't promise weekly or whatever, but definitely more consistency. So support your girl. If you are new and just stumbled upon this video, give your girl a subscribe, a like, notification bell on, everything, because I have stuff coming your way. But yeah, before I even start, where do I even start? I think I can start from where I left off, and where I left off was when I was passed up for a promotion at work. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it somewhere up here or in the description box below. But basically, yeah, that's where I left off. So anyway, your girl got that promotion, so yay! I was happy about that. That was still the 2 years ago, child. Like, it happened maybe a couple of weeks after I posted that video. But yeah, I'll tell you more about what's happening career wise in another video. And also, I mean, when I started the YouTube channel 2 weeks after that, if not less, yeah, 2 weeks after that, my dad passed away. So your girl was grieving, child. And yeah, I was grieving, and I started then, that was in 2021, I started grief counseling / coaching. The counselor didn't used to call it counseling, it was grief coaching, basically coaching you on how to grieve and stuff like that. So yeah, that's something I'll talk about. I'll tell you guys, what I thought about it, whether I liked it, what I would recommend it, and yeah, and all that stuff. So that I started doing that on Saturdays, and Saturdays were normally the days I would actually record my videos. So yeah, obviously something had to give, and that was that. So yeah, that was one of the things that I was also going through. Then I got pregnant. Yes, I got pregnant, and yeah, obviously very happy about it. And have my little boy who's also turning, he's turning 2 at the end of this year. So yeah, there's that whole conversation that I need to have with you guys. First trimester was the ghetto. All I wanted to do was sleep and not smell onions and all these things. I couldn't pick up a camera and start talking about stuff. I couldn't do it. So yes, there was that part as well. Then when I was now in the 3rd trimester, when I was like, okay, fine, let me start filming, because I actually remember I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get to the 3rd trimester when I was now, because in between that, right, during my 2nd trimester, we had bought a house, so we had to move house. That was, a whole other thing. The whole process, I'll give you a whole story time about our house buying process, because yeah, we dealt with very interesting people along the way. So we're dealing with that as well. That was a roller coaster on its own. So after things had settled, we'd moved, I was now in my 3rd trimester, and I would taken a whole month off, actually 5 weeks off before the due date. So I thought, okay, fine, during that 5 weeks I'm gonna now get back into my YouTube videos, what. And then your little homie decided to come 8 weeks early. Yep, I got preeclampsia. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that, but that's also something that I'm going to cover in my video. So if you're interested in knowing about my journey with preeclampsia and where I'm at now, please do subscribe, like, put the notification bell on so that you can be notified when I do start talking about it. But yeah, that shook my world to the core, like completely shook my world. So then yeah, there was just no chance. There was just no chance. And you know, during that time, I remember I was on YouTube all the time, because I'm more of a video person. I want to see videos, even with recipes. I'd rather like YouTube a recipe than read a recipe on the internet. So anyways, I was on YouTube and I was really looking for like general, not doctors, but just people talking about their experience with preeclampsia, having a premature baby and all that. And although there were a few people, it wasn't, I couldn't find a lot of people, especially even just talking about the NICU experience in the neonatal unit and stuff like that, in the neonatal ICU. Yeah, and I just really was looking for that, looking for the comfort, looking for someone telling me about the light at the end of the tunnel, or just the experience, whether it was good or bad. And yeah, I never really found a lot of that, so I'm definitely going to cover some content like that as well. But yeah, that was, yeah, so that was something that then also stopped me from continuing with my videos. Then first year of motherhood. Ooh, child. I know people talk about the 4th trimester, right? The 4th trimester is hard, but I think for me it was literally the whole first year. Like, I mean, the 4th trimester is hard, but for me, I just think it was the whole first year. Honestly, I think maybe because of the way, you know, my birth story happened and how traumatic it was, it really just set a precedent for the rest of the first year. And because my 4th trimester was long, in the sense that, you know, for most people, 4th trimester is, you know, a baby from newborn to 3 months, and then things start, you know, getting better. But for me, I had a preemie, so he's not even newborn yet up until his due date. So that was 8 weeks already. That's 2 months, you know, before we even start the newborn phase, and then we get into the so-called 4th trimester. And I think with the trauma that I experienced into bringing him into this world, and I am certain he also had trauma with the way his life started in this world. Like, I can imagine having your first 5 weeks in ICU or whatever. That definitely, I think, played a part in how he was in general as a baby. Not to say he was difficult, because a lot of people, you know, especially when we went home and even when our parents came to visit, always used to say that we had an easy baby. But I think for me, no one prepared me for the sleep, guys. The lack of sleep, the lack of, and yeah, he didn't want me to put him down for like the longest time. Guys, okay, that's a whole other, I'm going to do a whole other video on this. So if you do want to hear about that as well, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the lovely, I am your person who will tell you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Please do subscribe. And yeah, just so that you can be updated. But yeah, so that was that. And then then remember, I posted a video where we were supposed to have our wedding in 2020, and then quarantine happened, and then we couldn't, obviously, and then we had our little 2-man wedding. I'll put a link somewhere up here and in the description box below for you to watch the video. We had our little quarantine 2-man wedding. It was so cute. That's still my favorite, one of my favorite days. But yeah, we finally had the full wedding, the real deal, in Zimbabwe. So yeah, I'm happy about that. It was just one of those things where we just decided, because we had already locked in money into it, and it was either, I mean, it's very difficult to get your money back from Zim service providers, and please, you can't be asking for money back 2 years later. But I do have a story to tell you, because woo, as much as most of the service providers were amazing and they were really nice, the lady who did our decor, anyway, yeah, we'll talk, I'll tell you more about that. So yeah, again, I know, shameless plug, subscribe so that you can hear all these stories that I have to tell you. And then yeah, I think that's mostly it. So imagine all these things have just been happening over the last 2 years, and each time I think of picking up a camera, something comes up. I had no time to be picking up a camera when I'm planning a wedding, no time to pick up a camera when I can barely pull myself towards myself with my, you know, my under one baby and all these other things that I've just explained. So yeah, hopefully now things have kind of stabilized. I'm also in a new job, and yeah, that's something I'll tell you guys about as well. But yeah, so all of that hopefully will give me space and time to be able to get back to what I love, get back to what I like, you know, which is communicating with people and also editing and creating videos and all that stuff. So yeah, if you've watched up until this point, thank you guys, and thank you to all the people who were like chasing me, asking me, you know, when are the videos coming. They're back, they're back, they're back. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, bye.